Hey there, hi there, ho there, everyone. Welcome to this week's live situation. I should have situated this camera better before we started. Yeah, let's start off. Let's start off this way. Hi, Century Countess. The Jericho's here. Thank. Well, of course, Jericho. You gave me a super thanks. You will be in everything forever from now on because of that. Thank you all for joining. This microphone is just here for show because I can never figure out how to get it to actually hook up to the live situation. So it looks cute though. It is actually the mic I use for my reactions. So it does work in that respect. Let's do, oh, I should be the center of attention, right? I'm so used to being off to the side for the movie reactions so that I can put the movie right here. But we're not watching anything today. So how is everyone? I've got my Celsius Kiwi Guava. So, PoeInTheDitch. Heyo. Hello, everyone. So, please keep jumping into the chat. I love talking to everyone. I'm so sorry that we could not do a live situation last Monday. Work has been not the most fun thing in the world. And I volunteered to help another location out, but that meant driving 2.5 hours to that location in the morning, working a 10 or 11-hour day, whatever it was, nonstop with no break, and then driving the 2.5 hours back home. And that was last Monday. So I think I got home at like midnight. There was no time to do it live. I should have done it from work. Dug up my tapes to put them on display like yours, Jericho. Show me. I mean, you can't show me right now, but meet me after. I want to see. I love seeing how people do their tapes. The Jericho is saying he dug out his tapes and he puts them on display now. I talked to my friend, Derek on here all the time, and we FaceTimed last night really quick to just be like, I had questions about how to set something up, and he shows me how he does, and I just copy him. But I love seeing how everyone else does their tape situation. But actor Angus Cloud passed away. Did that just happen? The actor from Euphoria? I hope that's not true. 2 minutes left of an eBay auction. I'm a high bidder on a rare night of Demons Angela. Oh my gosh, Century Countess, good luck. 2 minutes left, so you'll give us an update. And if you got that that Angela figure. Pee-wee left us too. Yes. What is happening today? It comes in threes. Let's not. This is a happy place. This is a place for happiness. So I'm very sorry though. That's sad. That's very sad. Both of those. But wow, let me just get off topic for a second, right? Sorry, my phone blew up. My boyfriend was texting me. So I've been working on a couple of things. We're gonna, talk about some fun stuff. It's the live Q&A. That's what we're doing today. You all ask me questions. I will give you the answers. I'm going to try to jump into the chat. I might not get to as much as I usually do. Ask questions, though. If I can answer the questions that you all asked before and new ones, I will happily. But then, yeah, we'll do the Q&A. And then I have a couple things to talk about at the end. And then we'll go from there. I mean, that's it. So I've been editing Eden Lake. I watched Eden Lake last night. Put it on my computer, started editing today. I didn't get very far into editing because I also watched and edited and posted my Saw X trailer reaction. So you can click the link in the description down below for the Saw X trailer reaction. That went up this morning. Eden Lake, I'm going to rush it out to you guys, and it will go up Saturday as scheduled. I also posted the trailer reaction to The Exorcist Believer. So I'm getting back into trailer reactions. I feel like I'm gonna do the trailer reactions for the big franchises. I might not do smaller movies, but that was a big part of this channel for a while. So it was modern trailers, which was me making trailers of movies that I loved when I was younger. That was years. Then I was like, well, I love trailers. I'll do some trailer reactions. So it was like a whole 1.5 to 2 years of just trailer reactions. And then we got into movie reactions, and that is my happy place now. But it's a lot. This page is just a lot of things. And I'm happy it's a lot of things because I wouldn't want it to just be boring. I will remind everyone, super thanks is still there. You can hit the super thanks button. You all have been amazing with that. Jericho commented on the fact that he's in all of my videos now because I thank you all. So anytime you leave a super thanks, you will be forever in every video going forward as a special thank you for having done that. And it does help support more giveaways. Congratulations again to the giveaway winners from last time. And then more content, more movie reactions, more merch, and the like. So let me jump into the chat for a second before I get into like deep into the Q&A. Okay, Century Countess has 30 seconds left until she possibly gets her figurine. I need some good fun after leaving. Wait, where did you leave? Zach, where did you leave? Work? Oh, you did. You work until only like, no, you've been out of work for a while. I won $545 today. That's some happy. Scott Rooney doing what? Like, were you gambling? Were you at like a casino or something? Hello, Lance. Thank you for jumping in. I talked to you earlier. Melissa, pew, 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 Melissa. Shocking to find someone who likes trailers. Zach, I love trailers. I think I don't know why I love them. I love being sent through like 20 different emotions in a 2.5-minute period. Maybe because my ADHD, but I love how people can take one moment and depict it as something different or amplified or whatever. I love music in trailers. I love the editing of trailers. I like, it's my happy place. Maybe also, well, no, I don't know if this is because of this or if this was just an extension of my love of trailers already. But like every time the movies come on, I watch the trailers. I used to more. I tried, maybe not as much because they give everything away. Whenever I put a VHS tape in, lived for the trailer. And my boyfriend reminded me not that long ago that whenever we used to watch a movie, I actually used to watch the trailer right before the movie, even if it was a movie I'd seen before. So if I was going to watch like V for Vendetta, random, but I remember specifically I would put on the trailer for V for Vendetta, get in the mood, and then watch the movie. Same with the Halloweens with it's weird. I'm a weird person. Hi, James from Scotland. Jade, stop. Scotland? I'm international, y'all. Lost it. Oh, Century Countess, I'm sorry. Would have been a great prop for my Angela costume. Dang it. I'm sorry. She was bidding for something on eBay and she didn't get it. Chris, let's talk. Oh, no, what's he going to say? Christopher Garcia. Let's talk about James when he plays Resident Evil Reverse. Let's not talk about James when he plays Resident Evil Reverse. The worst versions of myself. When I'm hot and sweaty, I hate sweating. Like, give me air conditioner. That's why this, we've talked about this. Hangry James is a terrible James. And James playing Reverse, especially with Christopher Garcia. We won't talk anymore about that. It brings me to a not happy place. I did love playing Uno the other night, though, last night, Garcia. So that might be the thing that has to happen. I did Casino Run today. Bam, South Point, Mirage, and the Sahara. I don't know what any of those are. Are those in like Vegas? Is that? But you are from Vegas. You are in Vegas, right, Scott? You're in Vegas. I could be making that up. How long does it take you to edit a movie reaction? I take 2 days, most 3 days. Yes, Lance, but I only get 2 days off a week from work. So I will try to edit like on a lunch break. I'll try to edit before or after work, but like I kind of, if I'm forcing the editing, Lance asked how long it takes me to edit a reaction. If I'm forcing the editing, it becomes like a grudge. Like it becomes something I don't want to do. Today, for instance, I was able to sit and like be totally chill and boom, saw X trailer, felt great about that reaction, started doing Eden Lake and was like, this is feeling good. Like I kind of need to be in the mood to film the reaction. And then I kind of need to be in the mood to edit the reaction, which is part of my announcement that I'll be making later is the movie reaction stuff. You sound so much better now. See, Garcia, Uno changed my life. Like I'm just a different person after playing Uno and Friday the 13th. That I liked playing Friday the 13th again. We play, Garcia and I and our friends, we play something almost every single night. It was Reverse for a while, which is like one of the additional games in the Resident Evil, which 4 remake, right? No, 3, whatever. I don't know. The game came out like 7 years after it was supposed to. But it's a terribly made game. It is fun for, it's not fun. I don't enjoy it. I actually don't enjoy it. I'm not going to pretend with you guys. Yes, I live in Vegas. I knew it, Scott. Okay, so I could sit here and just do the chat all day. Please continue to do the chat situation. If you do, again, the super thanks button. I would appreciate, that'd be amazing. But it also will highlight your question if you have a question. So I will definitely see it and answer it. Otherwise, I'm still going to look through and try to do the damn thing. So I am going to start with the Q&A. And then after the Q&A, wait. No, I'm going to start with my new merch because it's quick. We're going to start with the merch and then go to the Q&A. I had to look at my list because this is my life, right? So merch, super fast because it came in the other day and I'm oh, thank you, Crazy Cody. Yes, I think this is the company. It's called Cases with a Q. It looks like it's textured, but it's not. It's just like flat, plasticky, whatever. But I do love it, and I get a lot of compliments on it. Thank you. Love the Demons reaction. I could talk about that movie all day. Yes, you know what I'm thinking? Right, I'm gonna hold this merch in my hand. That way I don't get too off topic. Century Countess with the Demons reaction. Loved that movie. I think I'm gonna turn our Monday conversations, our Monday lives into let's talk about the movie I just watched. Like that'll be kind of, we'll discuss the previous movie reaction and other things because there's always something going on. So first thing, well, I'll show you these first. Anyone that knows me knows I love the Halloween franchise. Pum. So behind me, I've got, my friend Niels from Germany. He has made me this print. I've showed it to you guys before. I've got every movie on DVD, Blu-ray, 4K, and I have a few of them on VHS, but it was mainly always part one on VHS, different versions of part one, fan art, original art, whatever. So I was like, I need to have these on tape. It makes no sense to not have these on VHS. So my friend Derek sent me Halloween 5 because collectively that's our bonding movie. We actually, in the description down below, is our reaction. It wasn't reaction, it was a commentary. Long distance. The audio quality is not great, but it's fun regardless of us watching Halloween 5. He sent me that for my birthday. Thank you. I finally got this from someone on Instagram. And if you follow me on Instagram, when I post this, whenever I post something, I tag who I got it from, unless it was like, Best Buy. But beautiful mint, besides this one little like something up here, she's gorgeous. So I'm very, very, very happy. PoeInTheDitch, thank you for the merch contribution. Appreciate you. So I got this for cheap. It was only a couple dollars because I'm on a budget, a lot of times I'm in Connecticut. So if I find a movie like this would go for $30, $40, $50, any place I probably found it because they know it's valuable. This was, I think, $3 or $4. No, this was a little more. This was like $10 or something like that, which is the cheapest I've seen it, especially for the quality. Also got, I'm sorry, I'll go to this one first because this has this to do with the Halloween 4. So we've got our Halloween 4 tape, and then I've been wanting the novelization of Halloween 4 forever. I don't read much, but if it has to do with a franchise I love, I will read it. So I finally got, and I got it in hardcover, the Halloween 4 authorized novelization. Only thing is it's like a reprint I found out afterwards. I'm like, wow, it's like mint condition, except the quality of the poster is pretty crappy. So it looks like someone printed it from like print artist from like the 90s and stretched it out for this hardcover. Regardless, she is in like these pages are crisp white. I am very excited to read this book and see if it adds anything to the lore of the Halloween franchise. Excited. And then this is the second to last piece of merch before I can get into the Q&A. Mask Eats Pumpkin. Yeah, Mask, exactly. Yeah, the subtitle is Mask Eats Pumpkin. This, oh, I'm already showing it to you. Damn, I can't even surprise you. Leatherface. This holds a special place in my heart. I'll tell you a story. No one even knows the story. My dad probably forgot this story even. A million years ago, do you guys remember, was it G Fox? Was that the name of like the department stores? When I was a kid, they had already closed. They already did not exist, and they were Filings or Macy's by then, or something. I forgot which one came first, the the chicken or the egg, but they were already closed. They turned our old G Fox, which was like a multi-floor department store building, into a multi-floor haunted house every year in Hartford, Connecticut. This is when I was a kid. My dad took me, and it was kind of my introduction to maybe conventions, and I just subconsciously never even knew, because they had some vendors and they were like showing off some stuff like when you were waiting, because again, this is a department store sized room. Like the waiting room was like one entire floor of department store. Can I say department store one more time? So a movie was playing, and I didn't know what movie it was, and I was just watching, and it's this man, and he's like walking. You see his foot has a brace on it. These people are trying to fix their car tire, and I'm like, what is this? And then the girl turns around, and a man has a chainsaw, and he is running at them, and I was like, what is this? And I was like, oh, it's a little scary. I'm gonna go over here with my dad. And I like walked away again. Years later, was like, because by then I had, you know, seen like the Child's Play and Halloween, and I was obsessed with horror movies, or becoming obsessed. I found out it was Leatherface, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3. And once I found that out, I watched this movie all of the time. And I feel like I was able to watch it all the time because it's not particularly bloody. It is gruesome in some moments, but as most of us know, a lot of the stuff was cut out. But I got this tape, and I forgot what Derek called it, when they actually remove, like, this is the VHS, like actual VHS case, but they took it off and taped it to this shell case. I love it. I was confused why the picture had a white border when I was buying it. I just had no idea, but that's, always check your tapes. It's beautiful. But I got that as well. In the back, our Viggo Mortensen, little baby. Melissa, my mother also, oh no, oh no. Do you have a P.O. box of someone wanted to help you complete your collection, or just fan mail? I don't have a P.O. box. Should I get a P.O. box? Do you have to pay for those? That suggestion, I have an Amazon wish list, but it has some stuff on there that has tapes and stuff on there. The Amazon wish list, I'll put that down below. It's in my Instagram too, though, because that has tapes and stuff on it. I'm making a note. Amazon wish list link, because I'll forget, because that's what I do. But anyway, that's most of the merch. The last thing is pretty narcissistic of me. I kind of got this just to see, like, how is the quality, and it wasn't super expensive. I mean, it wasn't expensive at all. It was cheap, and I had money in my like Venmo that someone had just paid me for something else. So I was like, oh, this is perfect, and I just used the Venmo money. But it was this company. I'll have to look it up, and I'll post that. Oh my gosh, what am I doing, James? I'll post that in the link down below too. But I was able to custom make this sign, and custom make meaning I type what I want it to say, and then I choose which person, you'll see in a second, goes in which letter. And this is it. This. I wanted to shut up James, but it was too much to fit. It needs to be like not many. But look at that. I kind of got it to be like, oh, like this would be cool. Like if I got something more generic, like I said, horror or spooky, I don't know, or like a gift for someone, you know, but like, look at this. Like that is actually stunning to me. This is beautiful. I'll definitely put the link down below. It probably will live. It'll live somewhere. Again, once this room is done, which it's nowhere near done, you guys. That wall is going to have the neon sign that says, "Shut up, James, my boyfriend got me." But this is going to have to live somewhere else in the meantime. But for now, I'm going to gently place it over here. Actually, I'm going to put it right back in the box it came in. That's too, you know, let's not. Okay, now it's time for us to do, hola, James. Hey, Leo. I'm late. That's okay. We just showed off some merch, Leo. That's fine. Showed off some merch. I told people to go check out my Saw 10 trailer reaction, Exorcist trailer reaction, Demons movie reaction after. Like, watch this, and then you can go watch that later on. And now we're gonna do the Q&A. I'm gonna reach into the bag. I actually typed up, like printed out all of your questions anonymously, the clean ones. There's only one or two nasty ones in there, and I feel like there's probably Garcia that left them. And then I'll just answer them randomly, but I will answer every single one that was clean. So, we ready? You guys ready? Oh, let me take. I'm ready. Okay. Thank you guys for doing this too. These were good questions. Some of these were really good questions. I was like, shit, I need to think about that. Okay, question number 1. And it was anonymous, so even if you said who you were, because a lot of you were like, hey, it's me, I'm just going to keep it anonymous with the asking. Who's your Halloween boy crush? Dr. Loomis. No. Halloween boy crush, I would say Josh Hartnett in Halloween H2O was probably a gay awakening. You know, anything like in the 90s. Paul Rudd from Curse of Michael Myers, absolutely. Hi, Jen. Jen Ryan won one of the giveaways last time, so congratulations to Jen. Tell her in the chat. Congratulations. So Halloween boy crush, Josh Hartnett, Paul Rudd, and I don't attack me. I'm not a huge fan of the original Halloween 2. Like, I love the beginning, how it follows him right after what happened, but the rest of the movie just kind of is, you know. It's got some iconic moments, of course, but like Jimmy, was it Lance Guest? Was that his name? I believe. I could be making up that name. He was in Jaws: The Revenge as well, but a young him, Jimmy, the one who like survives or doesn't survive with Laurie at the end, boy crush for sure. That was a good question. Look, everyone, congratulations. And Devin, I don't know if Devin's in the chat, but Devin won the other giveaway, so you can say congratulations to Devin too. Okay, what's this one? We're doing each question anonymously. Where did Shut Up James come from? Oh, that's a good question. So I do talk too much. Like, I could just say that, and that would be enough of an answer. I need to shut up. But there's something more specific. So I've been with my boyfriend for over 15 years now. And when, you know, when our nephew essentially was born, when his sister's son was born, we had just met. So he's about to be 15. Jesus. When, you know, he was growing up though, one of the things you taught is you don't say shut up. You don't say shut up. That is like actually rude. You can say please be quiet. You can say please lower your voice. You do not say shut up. There's like a line that has been crossed. So then tell me why, when he's like maybe 10, like 9 or 10 or something, maybe even 11. No, 9 or 10. He's over here and we're hanging out. We're like watching TV and I forgot what was happening. I think I was saying like, guys, we got to go to sleep or whatever. And then my boyfriend said, shut up, James. And our nephew just thought it was hysterical. So he was like, shut up, James. And then Mo was like, shut up, James. And literally all they kept doing was screaming in my face louder and louder. This sounds like abuse. All of us are cackling. We're all screaming, shut up, James. And then it kind of was like a little bit of an inside joke every now and then. Like, we didn't have the screaming match of shut up, James after that. My 7-year-old just shrieks, stop. Yeah, no, they got with the screaming. So he was only doing it because my boyfriend was doing it. Otherwise, he would know you don't. So, you know, it's an inside joke, blah, blah, blah. This page used to be called, if you go way back in my reactions, you'll see it was called like, we watch movies. Because I wanted to like do stuff with friends and have friends come over. Turns out I have no friends in the area that want to do anything spooky. So it's called We Watch Movies. And there's another channel called like We Watched a Movie or something. And I was like, well, great. Now, like, I can't compete with that. It looks like I'm copying them. So we changed it. Then it was like James Nicholas Video or something. So I was doing videography. Like, the page has gone through some stuff. And I was like, I don't know what to do. And then my boyfriend suggested shut up, James. And once he suggested it, I was like, yes. I was like, that is perfect. That is literally perfect. Not only because everyone does want me to shut up, but it's exactly what this page is. It's what the page is and needs and wants to be, you know, past, present, future. So I messaged my niece and I was like, can you have Anthony, our nephew, record himself screaming, shut up, James? So you are hearing my nephew scream, shut up, James, at the beginning and the end of every single video. That is actually his audio from a couple of years ago. That is the story of where Shut Up, James came from. And yes, I agree. It's original. Yeah. So hopefully I only the past like year or so, someone's like, oh, we don't get flagged. I was like, flagged for what? And they were like, cause it's like, it's a negative connotation. It's like, it's not nice. Like, the reason we tell him not to say shut up, James, cause it's not nice. Someone was like, you might get flagged and they might make you change your name. So let's hope that never happens. Copyright that name title. Does that cost money too? I got to do whatever's free, you guys, but that is a smart idea. I probably should do that. Okay, next question. What makes Halloween 5 the best sequel? And this is surprisingly not from Derek, the one I mentioned who and I love, Halloween 5. What makes Halloween 5 the best sequel? Tina. I would not say it's the best sequel. This person clearly thinks it's the best sequel. I love Halloween 5, however. I love the first 7 movies, period. Like, I could watch any one of those movies at almost any given time. I do love all the first 7 movies. It's not perfect, of course. There are a lot of things we could talk about negatively about Halloween 5. That'd be an easy conversation to have. But I'm going to say there's a lot of atmosphere. Should they have killed Rachel? No. Like, structurally, does it make sense? No. Should they have deleted the scene with the SWAT team? No. Like, the opening, what? No. Like, there's a lot of things that could have been changed or switched or this or that, whatever. But at the end of the day, like, the contrasts and lighting, like, there's very dark darks. Michael is kind of always around. Like, I don't remember if I've noticed him being in the background every time the first time I watched the movie, or if it was like years later, I was like, oh wait, he's in the background. He's always there. So there's a lot of atmosphere, a lot of slow, quiet moments. And I think it's very creepy. Let me jump into the chat for just a second, make sure I'm not missing anything. So my friends have to tell me to shut up or cut the convo short. Otherwise, I'd go on for hours. Same. Halloween 5, I'd love to know how Michael took out the entire police force. Sentry Countess, how he took them out. I don't know. Because the SWAT team supposedly was there. There's a whole thing with Don Shanks, who played Michael Myers, and the director and all saying that there's a SWAT team scene that was cut. I don't think it ever actually was even filmed. Maybe like they set up to film it and then didn't film it, ran out of time, whatever. But it's weird how you hear someone screaming at the orphanage and then all of a sudden Michael is at his house. And there's supposed to be a scene where he is killing cops at the orphanage and the SWAT team and then steals a cop car and goes to the house. So I don't know how he did that, but justice for Rachel. Damn right. Tina and Billy were the best in Halloween 5. We do stand, Tina and Billy are underrated. Billy tried his best. Cookie Woman, not going to lie, I kind of liked Tina. I loved Tina and I'll die on that hill. I say Halloween H2O is the best Michael Myers sequel. I adore Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, but I don't consider H2 a real sequel. Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. After that, Halloween 5 is one of the most interesting, thought-provoking sequels. They do warrant conversation. I will say that. Where a lot of I think the reason I gravitated more toward the Halloween franchise when I was younger was because even when they get a little off the Halloween sequels, they were still more grounded than any of the other horror movies that were coming out at the time. And they tried to be like a little more classy almost. Maybe it helped having Dr. Loomis in every single one. Like there was a story to continue where you had Friday the 13th, a franchise I also love, but every movie was just a spin-off of the previous movie and had like a thing attached to it. 5, it's not even Jason. 6, he's a zombie. Oh, I love 6. 7, telekinesis. 8, a boat, because really they're not in New York. 9, it's Jason's evilness and he goes to hell. And then 10, he's in space. And then Freddy vs. Jason, like everyone had a gimmick attached to it in order to bring him back. I feel like Halloween tried until after H2O, because we don't talk about most of the movies after H2O, to have like a consistent. They tried to grow upon the story until it got to the point where they were like, oh, we grew too much. There's too much shit going on. We can't explain it all. Remember Rachel saying, shut up, Max. Yeah, I said that the other night to somebody too. Rosemary needs to get revenge on Michael for killing Rachel. Rosemary from Demons, she's on her way. She's on her way to get his ass right now. Halloween 5 being the best is outrageous. I agree with the atmosphere statement because I don't like it, but it is rewatchable. Jamie and Loomis kind of balance out Tina and the rest of them. See, I love Tina though. This is I'm gonna jump to the next thing because I could keep doing this all night. Remember, shut up, James. I love Tina because Jamie loves Tina. This is how, like, after years of like having to explain to people why I liked Tina as a when I was a kid, is Jamie loves Tina from go. Jamie's miserable, sad. Michael's around, crying, screaming, all this stuff. And the first time we see her smile isn't even really with Rachel. It's when Tina comes in. And I immediately connected to that. Probably being a kid that like didn't have any friends back in the day. Like, let's talk about all that stuff, right? So collective childhood trauma. So I connected with Tina because I was like, wow, like this little girl Jamie has someone she can look up to. Now, was it she's the best role model? No. Which I also kind of love about her because not everyone needs to be the Rachels of the world. Another flaw that Halloween 5 did is turning Rachel into what they turned, but again, we're not going to go into this, but I loved Tina because Jamie loved Tina. Tina's my hero. Unpopular opinion, not super fan of Halloween movies or Laurie. I mean, you know what? Laurie got to be whatever by the end. I mean, by like the 19th time Jamie Lee Curtis came back, I was like, who else? Like, let's bring, where's Danielle Harris? Like, where's that sequel? I'm a Nightmare fan too. It's weird. Some days it feels Nightmares 3, 4, 5, and 6 do not get enough discussion. I feel like everyone talks about Nightmare 1 because it's the original, 2 because it's gay. Everyone talks about 3 as being like some kind of reawakening because it is a great film. I feel like I've never seen 5 and I haven't seen 6 yet. We're gonna watch them on the channel together, but I watched 4 and I was blown away. So I feel like you're right that people don't talk about 4 enough. That movie was damn good. I love each film for what it is. 3 was the best. Have your discussions. We're gonna do another question. There were a bunch of questions. Mount Rushmore of horror. Ooh, okay. Obviously, it can be more than 4. Ow. Actually, I can basically just go based off of that sign I just showed you, right? Michael Myers, Chucky, Jason Voorhees, Ghostface. Those would be my top 4 probably. And then Leatherface would be after. Obviously, we love Freddy Krueger, but I think that's my top 4. You know who I always wish? I feel like Kane from the Poltergeist movies could have been iconic. I mean, obviously the actor who played him in part 2 passed away, and then part 3, a lot of stuff went wrong. So, but I feel like that was a character that deserved, I don't know, a prequel, I don't know, or something. Like, I feel like that could have been like an iconic character. Or what was the mom? The mom ghost from Insidious 2. Where she's iconic. She's terrifying. What did she say? She was bitch slapped the mom like 10 times. Don't you dare. That's what she said. Art. Oh, Jen, we are watching Art the Clown. Jen said, throw Art the Clown in there. We're watching the Terrifier films this October. I don't think I'm ready for that. Not ready for all that jelly. Is there a genre you avoid or a specific horror film franchise you will absolutely not react to or won't ever watch or react, and why? Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot of questions. Is there a genre? Is there a horror film or franchise you will absolutely not react to? We'll never say never. Fantasy films they don't appeal to me, and usually like vampire and or werewolf films, and I think because they kind of fit into the realm of fantasy for me, and for some reason like fantastical things they just don't, not like obsessed with those. Like I won't seek those out. We did watch like The Lost Boys on this channel because I was told I have to. That was last Halloween. Also last Halloween, or I'm sorry, maybe it was last summer. Last Halloween we watched Ginger Snaps, which was a werewolf movie, and I loved the movie. It was a great movie, well acted and directed and written and everything, but I don't seek those out. Like I remember at the time being like, oh, I wonder how the sequels go. And when I tell you, I've never thought about them since then. So I guess that, let me see. What was the rest of the question? And won't ever watch or react to. There's probably not a film I won't ever watch or react to unless it's something I know has, like certain acts of like depravity in them. Let's see. See my spooky bag? Someone got this for me as a gift a very long time ago. I think I sent them like skincare products from my job, so they sent me this bag. What's the most fucked up movie you've ever seen? So funny that we just said, what will you not watch? And what popped in my head of the depravity thing is a Serbian film. We're not talking about it anymore. That's the answer to the question. We'll go to the next question. A Serbian film is the most fucked up movie I ever saw. For obvious reasons. It's thick. Ow. What movie? Oh, it's a bunch of questions again. Let me, before I do this one, let's see what I'm missing. Oh my gosh, James' question. What are your biggest horror movie hot takes? What's a hot take? You have to explain that. I'm old, Zach. I don't know your lingo. I don't know what a hot take is. Wait, what? Can't wait. Oh, you guys are calling out which questions were yours. Hey, have you ever seen John Carpenter's The Fog? It's a very underrated film. Mr. Bones. That is so funny, Mr. Bones. I work for a company that has a mascot, and the mascot's name is Mr. Bones. It's you. Is it you? So, yes, I've seen The Fog. I enjoy The Fog. I actually made a modern trailer for The Fog on my channel. So after this, if you, or even in the description, if you want to like bounce out and come back, that's fine. I'll forgive you. If you go to my modern trailers playlist, I think I've done like 30 or 40 trailers at this point. Maybe I'm exaggerating a little bit, but The Fog is one of the last like maybe 6 or 7 I did, because I did it a couple of years ago. I don't do them as much as I used to, but I have a trailer for it. So basically I take the movie and make my own version of the trailer. I do enjoy The Fog. Excellent one, Mr. Bones. The Fog is better than The Thing. I don't agree with that. They're both, I find both films fascinating and flawed. I feel like they're overrated and underrated at the same exact time. But I love The Thing and I love The Fog still. Let me see. Be cool if you get to the last night. And so it's, geez, on your birthday. Oh, happy birthday. Oh my gosh, your birthday's August 6th. No, girl, I'm not going to get to that fast. Oh my gosh, I wish I'd known that way sooner. I probably would have prioritized it over watching Eden Lake. Ginger Snaps was my first reaction video of yours. Yay! And if you go back even farther, you'll see the evolution of all these videos. Like I used to film them. My first reactions are filmed in my living room. The next bunch of reactions, there's one that's filmed in a different spare room. Most of them are filmed over here on this bed. Then we moved to this wall where the window is. Then we finally started setting this up and moved over here. We stay fluid. It's always changing. I agree. Did you hate The Company of Wolves? Okay, you guys are okay. Fog better than The Thing. That would be a hot take, James. Oh, I didn't see if Zach actually explained what a hot take is. Oh, is it something like a controversial situation? Like something that I think that like maybe nobody else thinks? Is that what that is? Because that would be my love for Tina. Like Tina is one of the best parts of Halloween 5. It's my hot take. Oh, okay, cool. Let me go, guys. So what was Zach's question about hot takes? Just in general? Just like, do I generally have a hot take? I guess that's the first one I can think of. Halloween 6 is underrated. That's a hot take. Wes Craven's New Nightmare is the best in the franchise. Hot take. So anyway, oh, I'm sorry. I already pulled it out. So what movie has never had a sequel or remake? I love that stuff we already kind of talked about is what these questions are. So it's all, this is great storytelling, guys. What movie has never had a sequel or remake, but should? My brain always goes right to with something like this. Behind the Mask, The Rise of Leslie Vernon. We actually talked about this not that long ago, either on the live or one of the videos or something. Maybe I was just chatting with someone, but Behind the Mask, The Rise of Leslie Vernon. If you haven't seen it, see it. It is a very clever meta, like slasher comedy situation. It's very smart. And it ends suggesting there's going to be a franchise, and then there is nothing. So I think that should have gotten a sequel. But honestly, like for like really hardcore, I would like lose my mind. Poltergeist. Yes, we got sequels. Yes, there is a remake, but I have been waiting for a legacy sequel for Poltergeist since I knew of Poltergeist existing. So I love 1, 2, and 3. Cubbyholes, thank you. I love your humor. Okay, so Leo says, "Girl, I love your humor. Get to it by spooky season and give me that new nightmare." Yeah. Oh my gosh, the new nightmare. So no, I don't want to get. We'll do a contest. I'll get another copy of New Nightmare. We're gonna do a contest and we're gonna give Cubbyholes that new nightmare. Okay. Or I'm sorry, he has to fight Melissa for it. Yes, Melissa, the Paradise Lost found it. I guess was improvised. I'm pretty sure the actor Nathaniel, what's his name? Nathaniel Beale. What's his name? Why is that in my brain? Why do I have total recall for the actor who plays freaking Leslie Vernon? He did that. It was improvised. Thank you very much, Leo. Cubbyholes, Leo. Just make sure I'm not missing anything before I continue. Did I get off my train of thought? Oh, Poltergeist. I want a legacy sequel, and I feel like we deserve that at this point. I also think we deserve behind the scenes footage from the first movie, but anyway. And then My Bloody Valentine. That movie is, we have the remake, which I hate. We all know that I hate that. If you want, you can watch my movie reaction to the original movie from last year, and where I lose my mind and I'm like, this became an instant favorite. I think it was in like my top 3 of the year for watching it. And then from this year, you can watch me watch the remake where I was reminded of, no, I hate the remake. Sorry. I hope that people love it. I hope that people, go see these movies and stuff, but I really hate that movie. But I think we deserve a legacy sequel. Like, why don't we have the return of Harry Warden by now? Why are like where did he go? He could have just died in the mine, but like, give me that. Poltergeist and My Bloody Valentine. There are more parts of this question. I was watching the documentary about Poltergeist that the making was cursed. Oh yeah, the making of all the movies was supposedly cursed. A lot of people passed away, unfortunately, between all 3 movies. Nope, you already said it. No takesies, backsies, give it to him. No, we'll do a contest. We'll do something. I loved doing that giveaway before, so we'll do more of those. Once I finally actually get to go through all of this stuff, and you haven't realized there's too much, there's more stuff than I need. I probably have duplicates of things I don't want. And then y'all are helping me sponsor to get more stuff, so thank you. Okay, next part of this question. What would be your ideal premise or casting? Oh, in the movie, in that. Okay, let's stick to Poltergeist. So if Poltergeist was the remake or the legacy sequel I wanted, I don't know why Florence Pugh, is that how you pronounce her name, just popped in my head as like Carol Ann's daughter. Like go big with the budget, right? Can you imagine the acting chops? Carol Ann's daughter, because I don't want them to have a replacement for Carol Ann. Heather O'Rourke passing. We can find a way to establish why she's not around now. Because back in the day, I was like, why is Carol Ann not the new Tangina? That's what I wanted back in the day, back in the 90s, the 2000s, and da-da-da. I was like, they have to bring her back and have her be the Tangina character, essentially. But now we can have something with a daughter. I don't know why Florence popped in my head. And bring back Jo Beth Williams. Why is that woman not nominated for an Academy Award for her performances in those first 2 films? Her performance is incredible, regardless of them being horror movies. Like, I have never seen a character playing a mother seem that committed to the safety of her children ever in any other whatever, and still look like being a good person and a charismatic hostess to all of these, people at her house, and a great wife. Stunning. Jo Beth Williams, but bring her back. That's what I want. What else? There's more. There's one more part of this question. What existing bad sequel or remake would you fix? All of them. Most of them are bad. There are good ones. There are some good and there are some bad. What would I fix? Oh, the first thing that comes to mind is the new Halloween trilogy. Yeah, the new Halloween trilogy. I'll just say this and we can move on to the next thing, because I know that I can go off on a tangent about the new Halloween trilogy. It took me a while to like Halloween 2018. It took me a minute to actually like that movie. And now I look at it, this is how I always describe it. I look at it as a high budget fan film. If I look at it that way, I'm like, oh, this is great. And they just happen to get Laurie Strode back, or Jamie Lee Curtis. Fine. Kills and ends, I have a lot of problems with for a lot of different reasons I won't go into, but I feel like they should have combined kills and ends into one movie. Like, basically, kills could have happened, and then the last 10 minutes of ends should have been how Kills ended. Do that. And call it Ends. Halloween and Halloween Ends. So there's part 1, there's the 2018, and then there's Halloween Ends. Kills and Ends combined as one movie. The premise with Corey and all that stuff, have that be the spinoff. That's what the hell you could have done to take the franchise into a new direction. Somebody finds Michael's mask and the evil's passed on or not passed on, because apparently there's debate as to whether or not the evil was passed on. It seems like it was, but whatever. Some people think it was not, but that was how you were going to get the franchise to continue. Was a copycat killer. And Corey, the first half of Halloween Ends, I was going to say loved. I liked a lot. I liked the character development. I liked it was well directed, acted. I thought pacing was fine. I was liking Allison more. I liked the character of Corey. I didn't love where Laurie was at. It was a weird jump for her from 40 years to be like a gun-toting, like Michael's coming back. And then from that to like a year or two later, she's like, let's make pie and I'll forget that my daughter died. Like, it was whatever. But that's what I think. If they had combined Kills and Ends, like, give us a satisfying ending to Kills, because I hate the ending to Kills. And then Ends should have been something Halloween with a different name. Halloween Returns. Halloween Comes Back Again. Whatever. And that was your spinoff. Anyway, let me see. I'm sorry. I jumped in the chat. Joe Beth was great. Yes, she was. No politicians here. I don't know what we're talking about. Joe Biden as the old creepy stop. Okay, I only liked Halloween 2018. Hated Kills. Half liked Ends. That's basically, I think, what I just said. I think you and I agree, Entertainment Hell. Like, I liked 2018. I hated Kills. I half liked Ends. I got you. Never trust David Gordon Green. Nope. Jen Ryan, don't do it. Don't trust David Gordon Green. That's why I'm skeptical about this Exorcist movie. The trailer looked great, in my opinion, which tells me it's going to be not great. They should have swapped Kills and Ends. Let's bring back Nightmare on Elm Street. Let's bring that back. Kills and Ends were so disappointing. Richard G. Thanks, David Gordon Green. I actually hope there are more Halloween films. Oh, to make up for what he did. I think they're working on a show, someone said, which kind of seems like where you should go with it, but they just squashed the opportunity. They had a character who they could have had a spin-off movie or show with, and then they freaking were like, stupid. Robert Englund wants Kevin Bacon to play Freddy. That's funny. I think Ethan Hawke. Oh, okay. I mean, that either. The thing is, Jack, what was his name? Haley. What was the guy's name who played Freddy Krueger in the remake? He's a great actor. It's a great actor. I think he did a very good job with what he was given. I just think that movie tried to be a little too serious, and so there wasn't much fun that you were having, and Freddy's fun. And they relied a lot on CGI in moments that did not require CGI. So like jump scares were added with like a CGI Freddy's face jumping out or a face turn around or whatever. Like, it's almost like they forgot how to scare people. That's my problem with the remake, because other than that, Jackie Earle Haley, thank you. Yes, he's a great actor, and I think he did a really good job with what he had. Visually, that movie is beautiful to look at. The shots in that movie are actually stunning, and the lighting is great. It's just structurally weird, and the CGI, and it's not fun. Apparently, Wes Craven didn't like Comedy Freddy. No, Wes Craven did not like Comedy Freddy. That's why he did New Nightmare. He was like, we have to make him scary again. Give him a trench coat. I love New Nightmare. I apologize. My ADD is kicking in. What happened? I love your name, Cubbyholes. Oh, okay. Let me answer more questions. I'm sorry. I love talking to you guys, so I get distracted. Okay. Okay. That's an easy one. Final Girl. Jamie Lee in Halloween 2 or Neve Campbell in Scream 2? Easy. Neve Campbell in Scream 2. Is the character of Laurie Strode iconic? Yes. But Halloween 2, John Carpenter and Deborah Hill both even said multiple times, why did we have our lead comatose? Why did we put our lead in a hospital doped up the whole time? They were like, that was a huge mistake that we made. And then all of a sudden she wakes up and she's running from Michael at the end. So beginning of Halloween 2 is a blast. The middle is fine. I love a lot of the characters. Like, it's fun enough. And then the end chase sequences are great. The chasing in the basement and the glass and the this and the that and her screaming and all of that. The end of Halloween 2 is so much fun, but Laurie's not doing anything. It's not her fault. That's how it was written. Nev Campbell in Scream 2 is she starts like her answering the phone and being like, Corey Gillis, 555, blah, blah, 017. And he's like, shit. And she's like, that's a criminal offense, blah, 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 blah. She's not fucking around with you guys. Like, she's not playing. She is boss from go. Besides making a really stupid decision when she wants to like not take his mask off or like knock him out right away in the car in Scream 2, besides that dumb decision, she's a complete boss. And it solidified my love of Nev Campbell. And I think all of our loves of Nev Campbell. So that's my answer. That's my answer to that. Oh my gosh. I'll jump back into the chat in a second, so I'll make sure I get through your guys' questions before I make my announcement at the end. Two-parter. If you could star in any horror movie, which would it be? Like existing or not existing? I will say, if obviously, it'd have to be silly or ridiculous. I'm going to say Child's Play. So, not the original Child's Play. I'm going to say like something in the Child's Play universe, because it's scary but it was scary. It's not really scary anymore, right? But it is playful and fun and silly. And I'm not an actor. I can't remember a line to save my life, but I feel like that would be such a fun place to work. And I wouldn't be if I looked like an idiot, in a movie, I'd be fine with it being Child's Play or the Chucky show, or like a movie. If we ever get a movie again in the future, we know Child's Play. That's the answer. This is a two-parter though. Who would be your lead acting opposite you? Oh, my brain just went right to Jennifer Lawrence. I think she's a blast. She's an amazing actress, but I'm not going to put Jennifer Lawrence in a Child's Play movie. Weird. I want to say like Danielle Harris or like Wendy Kaplan, like people from the Halloween franchise. But I'm going to say Adrienne King, who is Alice from Friday the 13th. And the reason I'm going to say that, her or Felissa Rose from Sleepaway Camp. Why? Because I've met them both, and they are both stunningly positive and fun and kind and optimistic. Adrienne King was like the welcoming, give me a hug, aunt, neighbor person that you'd see at every part. I don't know. She just was so kind and nice and sweet. And I would think I'd want to work with someone like that. But also Felissa Rose from Sleepaway Camp, because Cubbyholes message retracted. What did he say? But Felissa Rose from Sleepaway Camp, Angela from Sleepaway Camp, because I went to an event in Las Vegas, and I was actually going to take, I've told the story before to you guys, I think, but I was taking pictures of my friends with her because I had never seen Sleepaway Camp yet. I have now. You can watch the reaction. I'm going to put that in my notes as well. There was something else I mentioned before and I forgot to put it in here. Oops. So, but she was like, no, honey, get in the picture. And she took multiple pictures. She talked to us forever. She was so excited to see us. I mean, she doesn't even know us. And each time we walked by, she would call out one of our friends. She like had a crush on one of the friends that was there. So she would yell his name every time we walked by, which made his day because he was such a fan of Sleepaway Camp. So either of them, I would want to work with Adrienne King or Felissa Rose. And Adrienne King, I got to meet with Scott Rooney, who's in here. Maybe he left, but he was here before. We were both at Monster Mania in Jersey this past March. And we walk up, and I hope this isn't blowing up your spot, but she was like, Scott. And so she knows him. They're besties. Maybe that's why she was so nice. But I saw her with everyone else and pledged. What a lovely person. So go see her and meet her if you can. I know she has a wine. I do want to try it. Put them in Child's Play's new characters. Yeah, why not? Adrienne King can be, whoever. This is just for me. Like, who I want to work with and like be on screen with. I just want Catherine Hicks to come. If they don't put Catherine, now don't spoil anything for season 2. I'm guessing she doesn't pop up in season 2. I haven't seen Chucky season 2 yet. Can I say season 2 one more time? If they don't bring back Catherine Hicks at some point, pay her whatever she wants, just for one episode even. Like, what I love about that franchise is that Don Mancini has been able, because it's ridiculous now, like it's silly and it's this and whatever. It has its ups and downs, but the fact that you've got so many movies and it crosses over into a TV show and it completely keeps its continuity. Shut up. You have Academy Award winning talent involved in this franchise. It is insane to me. I absolutely love it. So yes, bring back Catherine Hicks, the Child's Play franchise. I saw Sleepaway Camp at Monster Mania Con in 2009 with the director. Was the director at ours? Excuse me. I don't think the director was at our Monster. Oh my gosh, I'm dying. Our Monster Mania convention. I rented Sleepaway Camp on VHS in like 2099. I only watched it this year with you guys for the very first time. So me watching it, I had put it on my list for summer, and after meeting Felissa Rose, I like flew home and watched Sleepaway Camp, and that became a favorite as well. Season 1, season 2, Cubbyholes, season 2. I'll tell you this now. I think I've already mentioned this, but I will be watching season 2 on this channel. So there you go. I'm gonna binge watch season 2 one day and present it to you all as one video. Don't say I'm not ambitious. Back to the Q&A. What's your favorite comfort film? Impossible to answer. I have many. The Relic, which I've talked about before. That's why, like, I have a couple copies of the book. I have the VHS. I've got the Blu-ray DVD. The Relic, Poltergeist 3. My brain goes to the Halloween movies. I think Halloween 6, but it changes. Almost any of the Halloween movies can be a comfort movie for me in terms of horror. Because my actual comfort movie, if I'm having a bad day and I just need to I need to smile or be happy or be like taken back to a different place, it's Pete's Dragon from the 70s. Also, Kiss the Girls in terms of horror. Kiss the Girls, for some reason, is a comfort movie for me. It's more of a thriller, I guess, than horror, but that's that. We're getting down to, we have a couple left. What's this? Ask about you start, Cubbyholes, here we go. I'm sorry, I was making it anonymous. Oh, ask about you starting a Patreon, and then also about reacting to Last Night in Soho. I have not considered making a Patreon for myself. Cubbyholes thinks I should. I think you're the only one. Maybe in the far away future, I'll ask you all: Patreon or no Patreon. That's for you all to talk about in the chat. And then Last Night at Soho. Is that a movie I should watch on this channel? You're not the first person to suggest that I watch that. So if anyone else, I'll do some polls. I'll put it in the polls, and y'all can tell me. Yeah, I put you on blast. My bad. I got a thumbs up for Patreon. True crime Lifetime movies are my comfort food. Melissa, I think that's why I like Kiss the Girl so much. Not only because I used to watch it when I was younger, and then read the book. Not that, maybe a couple of years ago, I finally got my hands on the book and read it. But yeah, it's like a crime thriller mystery, but the performances are great. It's like part slasher, part detective movie, part crime, whatever. That third act chase scene with the song playing in the background is like, I'm like, this movie should have made so much more money. But y'all can talk about Patreon and stuff in the thing. And then Last Night in Soho, at Soho, that movie. Tell me if I should watch that too. Where do babies come from? I actually preliminarily, shut up, James. I Googled where babies come from so that I could, answer this question for all of you. Because of course I don't know. I just typed in babies come from, and the first answers I got were heaven, Cabbage Patch, Paris. This is my favorite. And babies. Babies come from babies. So that's where babies come from, according to Google. Apparently, babies come from Google is really, I feel like that was a Chris Garcia question too. I feel like the stupid questions, the stupid, dumb, but make me laugh questions are Garcia questions. That's the last one. There's one more. This is it. This is the end of the Q&A part. What do we do after the Q&A? Well, I'll catch up on some comments. Oh, after this is my announcement. Okay, last question. Actually, let me... No, I was going to dive into the chat. I'm going to do the last question, then I'll dive into the chat. Anonymous donation. Insert skull emoji. Garcia, no, I said they make me laugh. I said your questions make me laugh. Okay, last question. This seems like a very fitting last question. Which horror movie made you fall in love with the genre? It's got to be one of the franchises that we just talked about, because a lot of these movies, it's weird because some of these movies, I'm going to say Child's Play as a franchise, Halloween, Poltergeist. Probably Poltergeist. I want to say at my youngest, I can remember watching those first 3 films often. So I'll say the Poltergeist movies probably actually did get me into horror. It's probably why I have higher standards, or had higher standards for horror for a long time, because that first movie is terrifying, but it's an exceptionally well made, written, acted horror movie. And so anything that did not live up to that level, I was like, screw off. That's not how I feel now. So I think the Poltergeist franchise has actually got me into horror. But when I think of like Halloween and Child's Play, I often think of the sequels before I think of the originals. And I don't honestly know which ones I saw first. Like, I was very young. I was very young when I was watching these movies. Younger than I should have been. So, you called them stupid. Did I say stupid? Did I say your questions were stupid, Garcia? If I did, I meant it. But they made me laugh. Stop. Were they even your questions? Oh my God, we're the same person. Child's Play is my first, and Chucky is my favorite. I love Chucky. My brain always wants to go right to Halloween, like the big slashers, which everyone's going to say is like, Michael Myers, Jason Voorhees, Freddy Krueger. So that's where everyone's brain goes. And then they say, maybe Leatherface and whatever. But Child's Play and Chucky is as big a part of my life as those other movies. I probably watch them not as often. But that franchise is a blast from start to finish. I even have found that I enjoy Seed of Chucky now as like a comedy, right? It's like an American Pie comedy that happens to have Chucky in it. I think the one I don't like the most in that franchise is the third, I think, because it tries to take itself too seriously, and it's not scary. It's not fun. It's just kind of there. Let me see. Freddy is my mistress. Freddy's your mistress. Thinking about these questions make me think of my first horror film, which, if memory serves me right, it was Friday the 13th, Part 5. I'm sorry for that. I was 6 or 7 when I saw it. I'm sorry that was your first. I'm glad you stayed with the genre, though. I don't even know what we're talking about. Garcia, I can't stand you. This is why we're rivals, Leo. Y'all gonna fight. Be kind to one another. So, no, wait. John Waters is a gay camp cinema icon, and he would never do American Pie, but he was in Seed of Chucky. That's what I'm saying. The vibe of that movie is like an American Pie. That's how the comedy comes off to me. It's because the movie's not scary. It's very like, it's just dick jokes, but it's a Child's Play movie. It's a Chucky movie. So that, to me, I was like, oh no, back in the day, I was like, the franchise is dead. That's how I felt about Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Next Generation. That's how I felt about Scream 4. I was like, these films have killed their respective franchises. Now, I think Seed of Chucky is a blast. I love Scream 4. I love Texas Chainsaw Next Generation. I think when I was younger, I want to say my brain, what the hell? I couldn't understand horror and comedy in the balance of the two. I love Pinhead from Hellraiser. Yeah, underrated. I was just thinking about the Pinhead situation, how in the later movies he becomes like, the whole movie will play out and he just pops in for like one scene. When I was watching the Saw X trailer, I didn't make a comment about this. I thought about it afterwards. That's kind of how Jigsaw became. He became this character where the movie would play out and then you'd have like one scene with Jigsaw, whether it was he pops in for just a moment at the end, or it's a flashback, or it's at this. Like, he kind of became that character where the franchise was going in whatever direction it was going in, and they would try to tie it back to the original just with that one character. Hellraiser has tried to do that for years and years and years. Like that Inferno movie, I used to love. I haven't seen it in a long time, but it's literally the whole movie plays out, and I think he only is on screen for about 2 minutes in the whole movie. But that's a whole different like rabbit hole you can go down. Dimension Films at the time was buying cheap scripts, and then repurposing them into franchises that they owned. That's what they were doing. So anyway, that was I'm your friend of the end. Oh, I love Child's Play. Okay. So announcement time. We're doing the announcement. Let me take a couple sips of this. Ow. So this is not really the announcement, but this is part of it, I guess, right? I'm working on some partnerships, like some fun things. Like I talk to you all a lot, and some of you have come forward about like doing, I don't know, like an episode in a podcast, or doing a partnership on like Instagram or something. Like tomorrow, A&B Horror Movies, which is a YouTube channel, and they are on Instagram. I'm partnering with Aaron, who's the A in A&B, for a post for like I won't say what it is. We did go to Instagram, but for a post together. And I'm like, that's super fun. I've talked to or spoken to Austin Nicholas on here a couple times about us doing like a partnership with my movies and his toys, like his figurines and stuff like that. I was a guest on a podcast called Check the Candy, which was a lot of fun. So I want to do more of those things. So the announcement that I'm making is kind of like this. So I go to work. Work stresses me out a lot. I take it home with me. Maybe that's an ADHD thing. I don't know. Like it stays with me all the time. So when I get home, I'm tired, or I'm cranky, or I'm stressed. Like my anxiety is at a 10. So I have been using this as an escape. So talking to you all and doing the pictures and doing the movie reactions and everything, that is my escape from work, my escape from like that stress. Well, what I kind of have realized, and this is, just to be very clear with you all, is that this has also taken me away from anything else that like actual like time with my family or my boyfriend or whatever. This came to a head when he asked if I wanted to go to a movie, and I was like, I can't go to the movies. I have to edit this. Like I literally was like no to a date day with my boyfriend because it's crunch time for editing, and it was the Demon's reaction. So I was like, wow, that's not how it's supposed to be. So it's not that this is stressful. I do stress myself out over everything, but the mini announcement is that I have to take a break. But the break is not that I'm stopping. The break is that I'm gonna watch and film a ton of stuff. I just need to get like caught up. So instead of me filming something and then using my 2 days off from morning to nighttime, like I will wake up at 8 a.m. say on my day off and edit until about 10 p.m. and maybe eat. So I can't do that all the time. And then I go to sleep, and then I go to work and work and work and work. And then my next day off, I do the same thing. So I'm not Ross and Racheling. Yeah, actually I am Ross and Racheling. We are taking a break. So I'm gonna pause the like every Saturday movie reactions for probably August after this weekend. Because this weekend technically is the first day, like what's the date? Whatever. This Saturday, you're getting Eden Lake. You're getting the movie reaction for Eden Lake. I have plans with my family in the middle of August. I have actually a trip with my friend Blockbuster Videos, aka Derek, who we talk about all the time. We're going to Salt Lake City at the end of August. And that's something I don't think I've really talked about that much. But there's this thing called on-set cinema where you watch a movie in the location in which it was filmed. And we are doing that at the end of August. So I can't fathom editing a bunch of things and trying to like be relaxed and unwind. I probably would be anxious while I was there trying to make sure I got my content out to you all. So I'm going to pause the constant posting, but I will be filming. So I'm actually like anything I've talked about when I said when a stranger calls back. I'll still do polls for what movies I should watch. Derek and I are going to do at least one movie reaction together when we're in Salt Lake City. Like I've got stuff. Those partnerships I talked about, like I will not be going away. I'm still going to do the lives. We'll still go live on Mondays. On Mondays, we go live. That's all going to happen. The announcement is just a mini one. I just have to pause the constant posting, especially because we're going to get into September. I have a lot of movies on my list for September. Then it's October. I got Terrifier and Terrifier 2. I have like a bunch of other movies I want to watch that are Halloween related. So PoeInTheDitch, thank you, Date Night Fund. I love that. That's very kind. I will use that. So good. And then Richard G, yes, October. I have so much stuff I'm excited for it because when spooky season hits, I don't want this to happen when it's spooky season. I'm fine with this happening at the end of summer. It's hot in here anyway. So August, we're gonna chill. In the meantime, I would encourage you all to go to check out the playlists. Thank you. We love a self-caring queen. Mental health is real, y'all. You have to know when to say no. So thank you very much. I would encourage you all to check out the playlists I have on YouTube. I've got over 50 movie reactions. Cubbyholes was just saying that he jumped into the movie reactions with Ginger Snaps, which is from this last Halloween. I have a whole year and a half prior of movie reactions. So I've got like 50 something movie reactions. I've got, I think like 70 something trailer reactions. You can go way back to years ago when, again, I used to film like in the living room. I've got my modern trailers. That's an entire playlist. So if you have any like old favorites, I mentioned Poltergeist. I have trailers for Poltergeist, Poltergeist 2, Poltergeist 3, Halloween, Halloween 6, Friday the 13th. That's one of my favorite trailers I've done, and Jaws 2, and The Fog that we talked about. I've made trailers for all these movies. I have some original content, I think. Don't check that out. That's not really probably worth it. It's from like years and years and years ago. I think I reposted it from like when I was in high school, but I have tons of stuff. Melissa, don't donate. Don't do it. Demon's reaction, I loved it. Thank you. But see, when I was editing that, I was stressed and I was like, this is supposed to be fun. So even today, I was actually having fun editing the Eden Lake reaction, but I think it's because I knew I was going to be having this conversation with you all and telling you all that after that, I'm chilling. If I was editing Eden Lake and knew that like, okay, in the next couple of days, I need to film, another one and edit another one, it was just becoming too much. So that's what we're doing. But please, 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 like those older videos, the ones I just mentioned, like just click on the playlist, go to modern trailers, leave comments. I will still be talking to all of you all of the time. Use the community section. The community tab that's on YouTube is almost like its own version of Instagram. And I still post there with updates and stuff. And I will talk to you all there. So I don't want anyone to stop reaching out and chatting. That's going to continue. Let me catch up on some of the comments. Demon's reaction, I loved it. Go live. Go live. Go live your life. We'll all be here. Thank you very much, Poe. I know he appreciates the support. Worry about that new nightmare. Take a break, James. Relax. Enjoy your family and loved ones. Thank you very much. Focus on you in August. Hell yeah. You're on, Leo. Leo and Melissa. I can't wait to someday actually sponsor this cage fight. I don't condone violence until I do. Let me see if I have anything else that I wanted to discuss. I think that was it. That was it. You know what? I'll use the last couple minutes to just do the thing that I said I want the lives to be. So the lives are going to turn into, let's chat about the movie we just watched. So let's chat about Demons. If you want more Rosemary, hope you get a chance to see her in the film Rats. Oh yeah, you did. You mentioned that a couple times. Rats, A Night of Terror. Century Countess says that the actress who plays Rosemary in Demons is also in this movie. So, my ADHD, I just saw Cubbyholes comment. So, Rats, let me know if you guys like that movie. I'll watch it for sure. Because I loved her. I thought she was so great. The actress who played Rosemary. Cubbyhole says that they will lip sync. Melissa and Leo are gonna lip sync for Wes Craven's New Nightmare, the VHS tape. Just this once for violence. Just this once. Just a little bit. And she looks gorgeous in the movie. She was gorgeous. I don't condone smoking, and she was smoking in that theater and it was grossing me out. But I loved her, an icon. I'm excited also to rewatch the documentary In Search of Darkness. I don't know if I've had this conversation with you all about this, but I've had this conversation with friends of mine that a lot of movies were ruined for me because when I got In Search of Darkness years ago, it's a documentary about like 80s horror movies. They obviously clearly spoil movies. It's a documentary about the making of these movies. A lot of those movies I had not seen before. So the reason I didn't watch Sleepaway Camp for the longest time was because no one told me I should. And then once someone told me I should, I was like, oh, well, I watched this documentary In Search of Darkness and they spoiled the ending. I'm not going to watch the movie. I'm glad that I met Felissa Rose and still watched the movie, but Demons was also in there. And I remember, like, when I saw Rosemary in the movie, I was like, oh, she looks kind of familiar. So I know they talk about that movie in the documentary, so I'm excited to rewatch. I just need to make sure that I'm not going to be ruining any other movies for myself. You call that girl with the blonde hair troll. She looks like a troll. She had troll hair. Her hair was troll hair. That was a troll. And she spilled all the cocaine and didn't take accountability for it. I'm an accountability person. You're going to take accountability for what you've done. So she got what was coming to her. Don't worry, there's no smoking in Rats. When I first saw that film, the character Lucifer was my first high school gay crush. Okay. Interesting. All right. So Rats is going to have to be, did this come out? Was this like one of those like straight to DVD, like 90s movies, or was this something else? Cause I remember there was like a, influx of like, there was like bats, any how to say, they like kind of creature features. You also had like Lover's Lane and like you had like straight to DVD slasher movies and horror movies in general, just always at the video store. Was this like one of those, or was it 1982? Oh, okay. If it's 1982, then it wasn't one of those. Baby Pig. Baby Pig was kind of cute, but why did we call him Baby Pig? Someone mentioned in the comments that his name was probably something different, and then when they dubbed it, it was changed to Baby Pig. And that his Dracula line, I guess, was also not the original line. So that's why it's weird. It just comes off as weird. Elf Lady was sus. I started watching the commentary for Demons after watching the movie, and I didn't finish it, but it was two girls who do a podcast. They were actually doing the commentary and they were talking about all the behind the scenes stuff. And I guess that was a child actress from Italy, I believe. That was the Elf Lady. And they compared it to, because they had seen other movies that she was in, I guess, and they compared it to seeing like Macaulay Culkin when he was older. So seeing her grown up in this movie was like weird, but she was like a name, like she was someone at the time. Excuse me. Why do I keep dying? Baby pigs are adorable. I love a good creature feature. Hell yeah, that's why I love The Relic. I rewatched Alligator recently. I've been told I should watch Alligator. I think my friend Derek said I should watch Alligator. This is the thing. I mentioned this in the Demons video. I'm going to say it again. If I think I should watch a movie, I have to know when to say no. I have not been steered, like I've not been, the hell are the words I'm looking for? Y'all have not done me dirty with suggesting movies. Any movie that I've watched that I didn't like was usually a movie that I suggested for myself. So when we watched Like last year, we watched Piranha 3D. A lot of people were like, give it a try. It's fun. It's over the top. It's ridiculous. Now, the movie is gross as hell, but I did have a good time watching it. And that reaction did very well on this page. That was one of the first things I posted where I was like, wow, like people care. They want to watch me watch stuff. This is cool. Because I was having a blast, but you look at the views and you look at, people tune out after 60 seconds or only has, less than 100 views or whatever. That movie did very well. That reaction did very well. So this year I was like, I'm going to watch Piranha 3 Double D. 3 Double D. No one suggested I watch Piranha 3 Double D. When I announced I was watching it, people were like, are you sure? I was like, yeah. I was like, the last one did so great. I'm so excited to, like, I'm sure it's trashy and blah, blah, blah. That movie was so bad. I'm going to say it into this mic that's not actually hooked up to the computer. That movie was so bad. I found almost no redeeming qualities of it. Loved the Hoff. The Hoff was great. That's it. But y'all suggested Demons, and I loved it. Last year we watched The Funhouse on this channel. Again, check out this playlist. Guys, I have over 50 movie reactions. We watched The Funhouse, directed by Toby Hooper. I always say Trevor Hooper. And because I talk too fast. And I mean, spoiler alert, I hated the movie. It's a fun reaction because it's just me, I guess making fun of the movie. Maybe that's not fun actually. But I hated the movie. And then after I went to my friends, it was like, you told me to watch this. And they're like, no, we didn't. And I was like, you sure? They're like, yeah, like we recommended this, this, and this. You mentioned The Funhouse. I was like, oh, damn it. So I'm not a good judge, I think, of the movies I should be watching. You guys are great judges. The fact that, again, you suggested Demons, and I loved that. Sleepaway Camp was suggested by you all, and I loved it. Zach, who was in here a little while ago, he had suggested I watch When a Stranger Calls and When a Stranger Calls Back. I think Entertainment Hell or someone in here said, nope, hate that movie or hate those movies, but I'm going to give them a try because other people have said I might like them too. I have a very specific brand of movies that I like, I guess. Y'all suggested Tremors last summer, and that became a favorite. So yeah, I have to listen to you all. You tell me what to watch, and I watch it. Let me catch up on some comments. Nicoletta Elmi. Okay, she was also in Bay of Blood. The inspiration for Friday the 13th and Dario Argento's Deep Red. Haha. Was that Elf Girl, right? We're talking about Elf Girl. I was going to watch your Demons reaction today, but then got notified of your live stream. Well, this is great. So you're watching the live, and now you can watch the Demons reaction right after. And then all my other reactions if you get super bored. I still haven't watched the Piranha movies. Oh, you haven't seen any of them. So I've been told that the originals, Piranha 1 and 2 from like the 70s or 80s, or both 70s and 80s, are actually good, and I will enjoy those. I've been told I'll enjoy those, so that's going to be next summer. No one told me to watch 3 Double D, and that was just, again, that's me. That's my bad. My fault. Let me see. I love the good ones with practical effects. Yes, give me practical effects. Not sure how well Alligator would do on the channel. That's the thing. That's another thing too, is I know that if I am giving content that's like new movies, it doesn't spike as much as like Alonda Parker or like Nick Says Boo or, any of these like huge, amazing content creators. I would expect their stuff to get tens and hundreds of thousands of views. If one of mine gets over 1,000, it's a hit. It's a pop. So like the Evil Dead remake from 2013 did that. Evil Dead Rise is about to do that. Scream 6 did that. Piranha 3D from last year did that. So the newer movies people love. It is the older movies that I get a blast watching with you all, but that most people don't care about watching those reactions. So it is a balance, right? So Alligator, we'll see. We'll see if I watch it on the channel or if I just watch it. Where were we? Wait till you see the Demon sequel. I keep hearing the sequel's fantastic. I own it again, of course. I bought it preemptively. Is it still here? Is it downstairs? I was watching the bonus features. Nope, it's here. I'm like a sucker for behind the scenes. So it's the 4K. I'm trying not to look at the picture though, so I'll show it to you all, but I don't want to know anything about, like, I don't want it to give away anything in this picture. What in the world? Scientist. I already have to go through all this again and like redo it. Oh, we can put Halloween 4 right next to Halloween 5. Okay. I used to dislike the Funhouse, but I like it now. I don't. Didn't care for Funhouse. Long and drawn out. I agree. I didn't like any of the protagonists. I'm a protagonist person. I'm a protagonist kind of guy. I have to like someone. And then that's it. Like I have to like that person. When you give me like just despicable and or ridiculous, like stupid or unkind, deceptive, devious characters, if that's every character, I mentally check out. That's why I don't like the My Bloody Valentine 3D. The 3D. I don't like the remake because every character is trash. Like every character is garbage, inside and out, pretty much. And it's just directed to be like this sloppy nude. It's just like the whole movie to me is just exceptionally unappealing. And then you've got one character played by the Tom Atkins, and then they disrespect the hell out of Tom Atkins. So just whatever. But yeah, that's the Funhouse. That's what that was for me. Everyone was despicable. Let me see. I would actually recommend 2006's remake of When a Stranger Calls, but not the originals. Just my take. I actually hated. No, I didn't hate. That's a very strong word. I didn't like the When a Stranger Calls remake because the girl was dumb and boring. I have to like the protagonist. Have you done Wishmaster yet? I saw Wishmaster when I was a kid. I haven't watched any of those movies. I never watched any of the sequels. Be so careful. A lot of people hate Piranha 2, The Spawning. Maybe I'll do it as a double feature weekend. So if one video fails, that's fine. I have 2 videos. That's next summer. Because that's directed by John Carpenter. Jesus. James Cameron. Piranha 2, I think, is James Cameron's first movie. And then someone told me when I was talking about it, and they were like, you should watch Piranha, that Joe Dante directed the first Piranha. So that makes me very excited for that first movie, at least. Wait till the piranhas start flying. They did start walking in 3 Double D. Don't spoil anything. I haven't seen Alligator in years, but it does have a few questions. But all in all, it's good. Wishmaster, so good. Let's get these numbers up, people. Let's get these numbers. Go watch all the videos. Just put them on in the background. Didn't the guy who played Ripper look like he was related to Brendan Fraser? He looked so familiar to me. I looked him up afterwards. Didn't recognize him from anything. So he looked very familiar. Also, I need the H2O 4K Jenny. Sorry, I said it's Jen Ryan. I keep thinking it's Jenny. It's not. It's Jen. Derek sent me the link for that today. That is beautiful. That is stunning. The art, gorge. I will have that. Like, I pre-ordered months ago the Child's Play 4Ks because I have 1, 2, and 3. They're in my collection. I think I've shown you guys before. The art for the Child's Play movies, they're at the bottom. I'm not going to pull them out, is exceptional. And I'm like, I need Bride. More than anything, I just need Bride. But we're getting Bride, all of them, right? Bride, Seed, Curse, and Cult. All 4K special edition releases from Shout Factory. Pre-ordered. I don't know when they arrive. Maybe September or October. Probably just in time for us to watch season 2 of Chucky. Just in time for season 3 to come out on TV. Do you hear that? Oh, my boyfriend's outside and he's cutting the bushes. He said he had a very relaxed day today. And he was doing yard work and stuff to relax and stuff. He makes me smile. If you get a chance, you've got to see a horror with Barbara Steele as a main character. She was an original Piranha. Da, 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 da. What's the movie? Everyone, I didn't say 2006. Stranger Calls was good, but the original 1979 and 1993 films. Oh, wait, whoa! It's 1979 to 1993. That's the jump. That's the jump. The time difference. Wow. They're pretty problematic. Uh-oh. I don't like to ruffle feathers. I don't like problematic, which is why I get ready for Eden Lake. Holy cow. That was something. Scream 3 4K. Yep, that will be happening as well. Oh my gosh, how is Duppas? I want to show him to you, but if I bring him up here, he might be sleeping. And if he's taking a nap and I wake him up from his nap, he will kind of be like a terror. But he's good. He was yelling at me all day today. I had to run out right before this live to get him more food. Like I ran, stop and shop, came back, fed him, came upstairs, boom, let's go live. That's what happened. Outside lawn work, girl, it's over 100 here. Ooh, it cooled down yesterday. So last night we actually almost had the window. We had them open, but we almost left them open. We ended up closing them and doing the air conditioner. But what is the temperature? No. It's been like in the 60s and 70s though. I have a group chat blowing up. I can't right now. Hold on one second. But yeah, so he's doing the yard work outside. That's it. That's it. I wanted to tell you all, I mean, I appreciate all of you. Thank you all very much. I really do appreciate I love getting to do this. Thank you for being supportive of me taking a break in August, but I'm happy that we'll still get to do this stuff. Maybe I'll do like polls for like what the topics should be for the month of August whenever we go live. Because on Mondays we go live. So it's 71 here. Oh, it's kind of hot. He doesn't mind the temperature though. He's not like me. Like if I start to sweat, it's all over. Like it is all over. Give him our best. Northeast has cooled off a bit. Yeah, it's not as bad as it was. Like, I mean, it's 70. It's been 90 or higher, but it's 71 right now. It feels hot in here. Once I open the door and leave, it'll probably feel nice and cool. Hope we get a chance to see the original dubbed English voice of Demons. The Scream Troll Girl does when the coco's everywhere is a good laugh. So there a chance at the original dubbed English? So I wasn't watching the original dubbed English. I was watching a different dubbed English. How many dubbed Englishes are there? The reason you can hear him is because the air conditioner is here, so there's like a sound. If the window is closed, we couldn't. I think over 70 is too hot for me. It's too much for me. I like 70 if there's a breeze. 70 and a breeze is good. PoeInTheDitch will be here. Thank you. That was the second dubbed English. Oh, well, son of a bitch. Now that's gonna be my forever perception of the movie. Is that second dubbed? The first saw Demon. Oh, I first saw Demons on VHS. God, VHS is something, man. I'm so happy that I started like collecting them again. I can't wait to have this room become a place where I can do this, film, browse, read. I want to turn like that corner possibly into like a chair sitting situation. Do work. I want to turn the closet into like a desk, like instead of it being a closet, like literally have a desk in there and just pull a chair up to it. And have a TV with a VCR and be able to like pop a tape in, watch a movie. Like you have no idea what I want to do with this room. The thing is, I don't think my boyfriend wants me to do any of that stuff with this room. So, we'll see. In like a million years, if we ever like redo our basement or something, that's, I'll move down there, but that's not in the near future at all. Let's see. I had the original and the new English. It's like 82 in Boston. Oh gosh, I am sorry. I am so sorry. I'm so damn sorry. We're always going to be around. Thank you, Melissa. And me too, I actually bought Demons from a pawn shop. Maybe I gotta get Demons on VHS. My VHS collection is growing, as you all know. You can see some of it, right? Like there are tapes behind those tapes. Thank you guys for helping me reorganize those. That was all you guys. There's one tape missing the cover still. I got to get Eddie to send me back my Jaws 2 VHS. But anyway, thank you all very much. This chair keeps locking. There's locks on the wheels. I want to be mobile. Damn, that sounded creepy. I mean, this is a community, one I adore being a part of. Thank you. No, it didn't sound creepy at all. You did not sound creepy. You stopped that. Thank you very much. I love that we have our little community. Oh, what are we going to call ourselves? Someone said shut up psychos, and I loved it, but now I'm like, it's a little aggressive. So we have to think of something. What are we calling ourselves? We'll discuss. We have the whole month of August. We have the whole until whenever we make a decision. You like the VHS version. You can find it, the first edition. There's some extra scenes. I love some extra scenes. The Tylers. That is funny. That is funny. We'll do a poll at some point. The Tylers will be on there. And the Tylers. Oh, speaking of, there's his appearance. There's Tyler's appearance. He's the whatever this thing is called of my phone. Thank you, Cubbyhole. You guys are so great. Okay, I'm gonna end this before I just start rambling. So thank you so much for the Q&A. I loved doing that. Thank you all for the questions, and I hope you didn't hate the answers. Don't forget to check out the playlists. I'm so happy. I feel really good about taking August off now. I mean, I felt good about it before, but like I feel even better. So, but check out those playlists and stuff. I'm excited for you all to kind of see how the pages come along. Like that's an exciting thing to me. Like I sometimes want to go back and like watch an old video of mine, but I can't stand looking at myself. So, the shushes, the shut ups. No, the shushes sounds nicer. Yeah, check out the playlists, the modern trailers, the other movie reactions, the older ones, old school trailer reactions. I did start making franchise playlists. So there is a playlist that says Scream franchise. You can watch me, any video I've done that pertains to Scream, including my ranking of all the movies. I started an Evil Dead playlist. So you can watch we actually watched every Evil Dead on this channel. So you can watch me watch 1, 2, 3, the remake and Evil Dead Rise, plus some trailer reactions. Eventually I'm going to do a ranking of all the movies. Modern trailers, those are kind of the closest to my heart because I would spend months making those. There's some that I don't like the Jurassic Park trailer. I think I rushed through and I don't enjoy it, but check those out for sure. The Horror York Shushes. This is getting good. This is getting creative. I love where this is going. So we'll think of a name. And so the last, I guess that's it. Oh, and then go check out the trailer reactions I just posted. It's been a while since I'm not very consistent with trailer reactions again, because I kind of want to stick to like the bigger franchises, but Exorcist, the Believe Your trailer reaction is out. Saw X trailer reaction is up today. That's brand new. Five Nights at Freddy's. I did a trailer reaction like a couple weeks ago to that as well. And if any other big ones come out, I will probably still post those. Those are more sporadic. Those are not on a schedule. If a trailer comes out and I want to watch it, and I think you all will too, you're going to get that still. But Eden Lake movie reaction is this weekend, this Saturday. And then after that, it's going to not be any movie reactions till September, but I guarantee we're going to have so many fun things in September. Chucky season 2 will be in September. The When a Stranger Calls Back double feature weekend will be in September. I'll do more polls for a couple more movies in September. We're going to be doing kind of spooky season stuff. So Practical Magic is going to happen. The Terrifier films are coming probably early October. A lot of stuff is coming. So good night, everyone. Thank you so much. You can still hit the super chats button. Thank you for everyone that does that and has done that and continues to do that. And that's it. I'm going to call it a night. Thank you all very much. I am Shut Up James. Goodbye. Oh, no, I did the thing where I said goodbye, but it's not done. Let's do it again. I am Shut Up James. Goodbye.